Hi folks, how you doing? Some technical problems, which is why I'm a little bit late, but do not worry yourselves, we are here. God knows how I got here. Hi guys, how's it going? So what can I say? Complete technical nightmare! What's all this noise? I'll stop that. Oh God, what a nightmare! Anyway, it doesn't matter, because I'm here. I know you can't see me that well. I'm gonna go and grab a light in a minute. Oh my God, like, just everything didn't work. Nothing worked. I think I've got some form of bus power issue. Some kind of universal serial bus issue, because I kept getting problems from the auto cue. Anything basically connected via USB-C I had a problem with, but it doesn't matter because you're here now. Hopefully you're here if the stream is working. Say hello. Hello to everyone in Instagram. I did see you all piling in there. Arcade Attack, Psychic Janet, Marianne Tonio, Big Brands Direct, Andrew, good to see you. Arcade Attack, let me know what you're up, what you're into. I'm interested because I've got to get my, I've got to revive my arcade machine. So if that's your sort of thing, let me know, because I really do. Yo, back at you. I really do need to know what I'm supposed to be doing. Bruce 93, how you doing? Yeah, that light should be on the floor in the lounge. Ah, great. Mans, would you bring it to me, please? That would be really helpful. Oh my God, so crazy. Give me 2 seconds, look. 2 seconds. Chat, if anyone comes in and they say, where is he? Tell them in chat, I'll be 30 secs. I just want to get my light and get my tea. I'm back, nobody move. We've got lights, we've got everything. In a minute we'll have action. The works. Just bear with me. Yay. Okay, how's that? That's going to be much better. Much better. Adjust this light. Ah, good to see you. How are we doing? Yeah, USB all over the place. USB breakdown. Yeah, complete USB chaos in my world. No idea what's going on. Anything that requires USB failed. And in fact, truthfully, I think it's maybe the auto cue, this new widget which I've been using for the last few weeks, which has been great because it means that normally I can see chat. I'll get that sorted in a minute. And I reckon that's just one device too many. And the Stream Deck went off, which for those of you who are not familiar with all that stuff, it's this thing where I trigger all the videos. And the 4K card inside my computer, it's a 4K PCI card plugged into the computer, a piece of hardware that takes the feed out of my camera and directly into the computer internally. That failed. Everything with an Elgato logo on it failed. And so what am I supposed to do? You wouldn't be able to see me. I couldn't trigger any videos. I still can't do that. And I was trying to resolve it, and because obviously I'm a bit of a geek, I didn't want it to get the better of me, so I kind of wanted to solve it, but yeah, that wasn't to be. What a bummer. So that's thrown me a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We're here. It's good to see you. Great to see you. If you're new, I'd love to trigger a really cool sting. So look, this is probably too big, is it? I don't know what that is. No idea. What? Let's try that one. What's that? Oh, yeah, I think that might be good. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Welcome to Where the Exploding Show. See, without me Elgato thing, it's all very, very problematic. A show that goes out every Sunday, 9 p.m. with me, your happy host, Jason Bradbury, and the best chat in all of the internet. We've got Janet. We've got Mike Dinning. Hello, Mike. You can breakdance, Mike, if you want. I'm always up for a little bit of breakdancing, dude. Like, do you know what I mean? But yes, it's also a quiz. And the quiz happens in about, probably about 15 minutes' time, based on the fact that we've already burnt 10 minutes. We haven't even done anything. Gareth is there. Lovely to see you. Ponder's in the house. And then switching over to Instagram, Arcade Attack. Yeah, the filming's going well. We haven't filmed anything yet of the movie. What Arcade Attack is referring to is Control AI Delete, a Kickstarter funded movie, kind of set in the 80s. It's not. It's set in 2025, but it takes a kind of 80s, has an 80s spin on it, and so it's going well, Arcade Attack, in that the pre-production is in full swing. And I was talking to the director yesterday. She was in Los Angeles. I was here in Cornwall, and we were talking about stuff and all that malarkey. Vintage Gamer, good to see you. Laughing Gravy. Cornish Media, good to see you. Bro, back at you. Crow, Life in Focus, Lenny Pope, Marks, and Jam Creative. Yo, 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 back at you. Good to see you. Happy New Year, Jam. Good to see you. Okay, cool. Johnny Boy's just joined. Right, so I'm assuming that you can hear me okay, because normally what I do is I get all my sounds sorted last, because I like to get the visuals done first. And I've not been able to do that. So I'm in a right old mess, aren't I? Just trying to get that out of the way. I like a tidy studio, you know. Tidy studio, tidy mind. But I'm assuming you can hear me. Let me know in chat. It sounds all good. Thanks, Johnny Boy. Some really cool stuff happening in the world of new retro. So anything from the 80s and 90s brought forward into the present day. Let me just do one thing. I'm going to just log into Twitch so I can grab chat, if that's okay. I'll try and do that. And then I can grab it and pull it onto the monitor there. Just bear with me. Screen Manager, is that it? Yeah, that's it. There's chat. All right, good. So then I need to do something slick with this thing here, which is called Elgato Camera Hub. This is all the stuff that failed. So I was renewing drivers and stuff. It was absolutely ridiculous. Where am I? Oh, God, can I not work that out now? No, I can't work it out. Oh, here we go. Display. There we go. And then I go over to pop-up chat, and then I bring it across with my mouse to this screen. Oh, God, is that going to work? Boost it up. There we go. And I can see you. Bruce93 says, they just had a beer. I love being on the auto queue, says Prof. Giles. I do too. Cornwall UK said they could mention a mistake in one of last week's questions. Oh, no, let me know. I always like to know, but I won't. Let me know that's important. I mean, the questions have got to be right, and sometimes, you know, I'll put the challenge out there. Bring it to me, and let's see. Want to have some more redeemables in Twitch? Yeah, difficult, Sarah, because I don't run the show remotely through the Twitch platform now. I run it multi-platform, so it's currently on YouTube and X and Facebook and Instagram, as well as Twitch. It means that the normal sort of, you know, the kind of protocol of a Twitch streamer is a bit more difficult for me. But let me know. Maybe let me know in the Discord in the week, and I'll see what I can do. A mistake? That's unlike Jason to ever do that, says Bruce93. Like it. Brilliant stuff. Well, in lieu of any information, Cornwall, do let me know. I'm going to jump to the news. If I can just find my news feed here. Some really, really cool stuff. I'm going to start off with this because I'm very excited about it. As you know, there is a new retro-inspired console in town. I believe it's going to be announced. What day is it? 5th. Tuesday. I think it's going to be announced on Tuesday because, of course, CES is starting. For those of you not familiar, CES, or the Consumer Electronics Show, happens every January in Vegas. I've been a total of 3 times. I went twice with the Gadget Show, and I went once before the Gadget Show. In fact, I was recently approached, this is really interesting, to talk about a CES-related story whereby I was partially taken out to CES by Gizmondo, or was it Gizmodo? I always get it confused. What's the name? What's the console? There was a console. Is it Gizmodo or Gizmondo? It's the Gizmondo, isn't it? It was a console in the early noughties, and oh my God, the story of the Gizmondo console is absolutely extraordinary. And I was invited to talk about it to a series producer who might be making a documentary about it, because I was one of many people. I wasn't a celeb then, but I was kind of influential in the tech scene, and I was writing for newspapers, and I was doing a show called Store at the End of the World, which was an early cable show. Anyway, it turned out the whole thing was a money laundering, like, criminal enterprise, this console. Some of you might know this story. Honestly, it's true. And so obviously when this person realized that I'd been part of that journey, I mean, in that I was asked to go and see their stand at Vegas, and I think they might have paid for my hotel room. How intriguing is that? Or my flight or something, I can't remember. But anyway, why am I telling you this? Oh yeah, because that was the first time I went to CES. And then I've been twice since. Was really itching to go this year, but it's actually quite expensive to do that. You know, it's a very expensive endeavor to get out to Vegas, so I'm not going to be going. But hopefully, being announced on Tuesday is this from Atari, and all of my info, which was up here, Atari new console, has gone because I had to reboot like 1 minute to 9. Yeah, there you go. Atari to reveal handheld console. Hang on. At well, it doesn't say it. Oh, it does say it CES 2025. It's called GameStation Go. GameStation Go. And why am I telling you about it? Apart from the fact that it's obviously a kind of retro-inspired console. The reason I'm telling you about it, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy UK, you'll probably know more about it than I do. Good to see you, by the way, and Tiny Devil Games too. Is it's got a trackball on it, and that's why I'm super excited about it, because I'm a massive fan of trackball games. I don't know why. There's something about the trackball that I've always got really excited by. I even thought about using a trackball USB add-on with my Steam Deck, right? So that I could play my favourite game on the Steam Deck, which I'll quickly bring up, right? Let's have a look, library. I will show you this in a minute. Tell me what I'm going to do. I'm going to come round there so you can see it. It's going to be a weird shot, but we'll see if it works. Just bear with me. I'm going to shut my door. Hang on 1 second. Get some tunes on. Can you see that? So, this is my favourite game. So, it's part of the Atari... I'll bring the mic over. It's part of the Atari 50 series, right? Which is a great series. They keep updating, actually, so you keep getting new games added to this. Let me just find it. And it's a brand new, updated, reworked version of Breakout. I can't remember what it's called. I love this opening sequence. If you've not got the Atari 50 series, get it. It's absolutely awesome. It's got this kind of, what would you call it? It's like a museum interface where you go through the history of Atari, all of their arcade machines, the development of them, the artwork, the posters, all the arcade machine assets and marquee art and all the rest of it, and of course all of their consoles. It's super cool, but I'm going to jump past that. I'm going to go straight to the gaming library. There's a shortcut there, and I'm going to go to what they call Neo Breakout, which is this one there, right? Can you see that? Neo Breakout. Start that. Oh no, that's not right, is it? It's because I'm doing it one-handed. Yar's Revenge. What's going on? What's happened? There we go. Right, there we go. Forgive me if you can't see this, because I can't see the screen. In 2 seconds, I'm going to alt tab. Alt tab. Yeah, now I can see it. There we go. There, you can see it now. Right? Okay, good. There you go. I'm not going to be able to play it because I'm holding it with one hand around the camera. Breakout. It is so ridiculously playable. Okay, cool. Right, you see that? Is it in shot? There. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of trackball games, and I've got an arcade machine in my front room, and I actually bought a trackball add-on for it, but I have to kind of balance it on the arcade controls because I haven't plumbed it in. But what if I can just get through this? I can get through this screen, you'll see it. But look, so what they've obviously brought out this new console. Was it Game Station Go? Is that what it's called? And they've got a trackball on it, and more importantly, you get a huge load of the Atari catalogue of games with it. There we go. A little bit of progress there. So I'm hoping it's going to be a portable trackball, which is just nuts. A kind of pocket-sized trackball machine, which I just love the idea of. My back is about to give in. I mean, this with a trackball would be mega, wouldn't it? There we go. Trying to get that angle there. That hurt. Okay, well, that's a good shot. Get that angle to get that one. There we go. And then, oh, come on. I was trying to spin it. I've only got 3% battery. All of this is so that I can actually see, so that you can see the super duper version of this. Oh, come on, Jace. Come on, boy. So, yeah, I'm excited about the Game Station Go. Oh, my God. And it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be announced in a couple of days. There we go. Have we got it? Have we got it? Yeah. Okay, almost there. There we go, guys. Watch it. Yes! Here we go. Look at this. It's so cool. It's so cool. My lower back is about to give in. I'm sort of hunched in a position so that you can actually see all this. Oh, now we're talking. All right, okay. Now it all gets rather fun. Oh, Saved by the Bell there. That. Isn't that beautiful, though? It's so playable. So playable. Oh, anyway, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop. Oh, my God. My back. My back is killing me. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, I have to just be careful because if I don't put this back properly, in my enthusiasm, you can't hear anything. In my enthusiasm to talk to you lot, then I'll leave it on the side and I'll knock it over or something. So just bear with me 1 second. There we go. Note to self: charge the Steam Deck. Yes, middle-aged gamer guy. The number pad. The number pad, which is part of that console, is really interesting because there was some you could program, couldn't you, on the old Atari 2600? I'm sure you could, using an aftermarket sort of additional number pad. Let me know if I'm not right, because when I was writing the script for Control AI Delete, and I wanted to look at the reality of using old school computers and maybe even consoles to hack the AI, I found loads of footage of people programming in BASIC, I think. Would you let me know in chat? I'm just going through all the lovely chat that you've been having while I've been the other side of the camera. Middle-aged gamer guy, I love what they did with Mr. Run and Jump, the remake. It was a great moment when it shifts from the original to the new, yeah, which is hopefully what I just managed to demonstrate to you. I Quail, my first gaming machine was a something, was it? It was an Atari ST 1040, and I played so much Llama trying to revenge of the mutant camels that they are now burned into my brain. I'd recommend firing it up for a go. Thank you very, very much. Didn't you have an Atari 2600 basic box on a recent quiz? When you say a basic box, what do you mean, Ponder? Do you mean did I do a question about the ability to program BASIC on the Atari 2600? I think maybe I did, but I didn't have anything physically in the studio here. Middle-aged gamer guy, I had the number pad for the Atari 2600. The only time I used it was for the space launch game. I love it. Oh, yeah, you're right, Ponder. Yeah, excuse me. You're right, I did a question, and it was, I had a blurred shot of the number pad add-on for the Atari 2600, and the question, I'm guessing, was probably because I was doing that research for the film, was something around, what's this used for? Something like programming basic or whatever. Anyway, marvellous stuff. Loads of other people joining from X. I've been giving Twitch a lot of love. Good to see you, Roy Magni. Yes, the Steam Deck is absolutely amazing. I really recommend it. Although with the announcement forthcoming of the Switch 2, I'd maybe wait and see what they're promising. Obviously, very different offerings. I mean, you can play Helldivers 2 and AAA titles on the Steam Deck. You can also use your Game Pass on it, which is great. So I play, albeit cloud-based, Fortnite and Halo and all that sort of stuff, which is really, really cool. I'm sort of, I think, because I was trying to get the back into position there. Jeff Minter, Ed's talking about Jeff Minter, absolute legend that he is. Good to see you, Eds. Anyone else? Janet and John UK, both joining from YouTube, along with Gareth Ross. Brilliant. And then another small little moment in news this week, which is this. And we've already played that, haven't we? There we go. Alien Romulus has been released on VHS. I thought that was really cool. Alien Romulus, a film that I think we all agreed was really good, had lots of sort of youthful zeal about it, and was a pretty damn good homage to the original movies from the franchise, as opposed to the latter ones, which aren't generally so good. But then maybe in the third act, it kind of lost its way a bit, didn't it? It got a bit kind of like overly complex, I think, the storyline. That was my view on it, but I did like it. But the idea that it's come out on VHS is great, and apparently it's the first VHS to come out of Disney, a Disney company, for 30 years. Isn't that interesting? I love that idea of people releasing things on VHS. And as you know, the movie that we've all been a big part of developing and that is currently in pre-production and is filming in April in Skegness. I'm talking about Control AI Delete. I'd love to bring in the logo, but as I said, my thing is knackered, so I can't. That is going to have its own VHS print, if you like. It won't come in a box on an actual VHS cassette. It'll be a download. But I forget the terms, but basically, if you've got a digital download, if you ordered any version of the film, then you're going to get that version in addition, which is really, really exciting. I've been thinking about that a lot recently, actually, experimenting with Premiere as to how I can make that VHS version really, really effective. Bruce93, that's right, you had to guess the Atari cartridge from the art, and it was basic. That's right, it was Learn Basic, wasn't it? And there was lots of kind of multi-key combinations to get run commands and stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so there you go. That is the news, ladies and gentlemen. So that I can't bring you the news sting and all the slick stuff. I'm not able to because my little studio widget has gone down, but I can because I've just found it bring you this, and you'll be pleased to see it. That's right, folks. Finally, we've got there. We're back on time now. Great to be there. In case you were late, I had major issues with technology not working. I think I've overcooked it. I think I might be needing a new PC, actually. I think that's what it is. I think really the bus is a bit shot and there's just not enough power from the power supply unit to cope with all the new tech that I'm running. Which is quite funny when you think about it. But we'll resolve it. So if you're new to the show, welcome. I did a little edit on X, actually. You should go and have a look at that. A kind of introduction to the quiz. I found a really cool program, actually. I just as a side issue, got to tell you about this. I can't remember what it's called. I'll look it up on the Gmail. Just give me 2 seconds, right? It's a really cool AI service, and this is so clever. So I finish it's called Opus Clip. Opus Clip. That's what it's called. Opus Clip. OPUS Clip. And So I finish a show like this, lasts an hour. I talk about, you know, Alien Romulus coming out on VHS. I do that stuff with the Steam Deck and talk about the new, game machine from Atari and so on. And then I've got an hour-long video which you've enjoyed, but there's lots of rich pickings in there, right? So all you do, you don't even have to download the video and upload it, right? You don't have to go to that trouble. Just point the URL for the YouTube version, right, at Opus Clip, and an AI grabs the video, goes through it, and you can either tell it what sort of stuff to look for. So I might say news clips, or I might say quiz questions, right? But you don't have to. It can make its own decision, and it will grab based on your preferences. My preferences are 30 to 60-second clips. It'll make 30 second to 60-second clips, like 30 of them from an hour-long video. And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be your video. You can point any video from many sources, actually. Twitch, I believe. YouTube for sure. Vimeo. You just grab the URL. I mean, for licensing purposes, it ought to be your video. I said that, so I'm in the clear. But it didn't have to be. And you point it at this Opus Clip, and it slices it up and makes mini bits of content. It'll also, this is super cool, as you know, you're watching me right now, unless you're watching on Instagram, in 16:9 wide, right? And it will also output those miniature clips in vertical format, and I think it even, like, you know, follows not in terms of sort of a motion effect, but it chooses a position in the frame where, you know, I'm equidistant and centralized, so to speak. It's incredible. Oh, and it takes the audio from my stuff and it writes on-screen captions, and you can change the design of them and everything. It's amazing. And if you want to see what it can do, then look at my X, which is my name, Jason Bradbury, and you will see a clip advertising tonight's show, where I got 2 of the clips that it provided me, and I just joined them together in Premiere. That's literally just went like that. And then there's another example of it, which I might post on X tomorrow, where I grabbed a clip from last week's show where I was talking about that breakdancer, and it made a video about her. It made a video from what I said last week about her, and I put that on TikTok. Absolutely, it's amazing, right? You know, fan of AI, not fan of AI, worried about the incoming robot apocalypse. It matters not. It is an objectively brilliant idea. You can try it for free, but I'll be honest with you, I immediately just dropped a year's worth of money, right? I joined for a year. That's how impressed I was. I was in a cafe and a YouTuber was going on about AI, and they said, oh, this video is sponsored by Opus Clip. I thought, that sounds interesting. 20 minutes later, I got my card out. It's absolutely amazing. Let me see what you've been saying about that, because I've been jibber-jabbering on. Your old mate was the producer on Romulus. Good God, John UK. That's absolutely incredible. $60 that VHS is, and it's sold out. Ponder. Yeah, let me know. You've just put in a quote for a new PC, as in you're making one for someone or you're buying one. Let me know, because I do know some good people. Battle Rigs obviously comes to mind. Hello, first time chat. Anonymousy. Yes, I am Reshex's dad. Nice to see you. Lovely to see you. I'll just type yo so I can get rid of that screen, but also be friendly. Okay, cool. Good. Oh, hang on. Tiny Devil Games. Yeah. So, Tiny Devil, are you getting a new PC? I'm confused by your comment. Oh, so you're buying a PC for business, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a fun time. I love specking for new PCs. Obviously, as you know, as well as I do, they're about. I mean, do Nvidia do their own event, or do they use CES as a platform? CES happening this week in Vegas, of course. But we're about to hear news of. It's going to be 5090s, isn't it? 5080s, 5070s, and 5090s from Nvidia. All right, okay, so it's not a business thing, they're purely your hobby. No, Tiny Devil says, not enough USB power is a great excuse to upgrade. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. No, fair play. I had a beautiful PC, actually, that came to me via Battle Rigs. If you remember, it's also on my X account, and it was made to look like a retro gaming console. It was super cool. And that I loved that about it. It was amazing. It was called something like Retroblade 2600 or something he called it. I can't remember. It was very, very cool. It was a very generous way of Battle Rigs supporting the Kickstarter movie effort and just, you know, providing me with new content and things like that. But I did play with it, and my God, it was incredible. And I can't remember what card it had in it. It had an ATI. I don't know what it had in it. I can't remember what it had in it. I'm an Nvidia man, so anything outside that I get a bit confused. Anyway, we did say we were going to do the competition, and that is what we're going to do. So we're going to roll in with question number 1. If you know the answer to the question you see, all you've got to do is put it in chat, all right? Don't need to embellish it and convince everyone how right you are, because sometimes people like to give it a go themselves. So good luck to you. Question number 1, here we go. The first Mortal Kombat game was released in what year? So the first Mortal Kombat game, quite straightforward, 1990, 1992, 1993, or 1989. What do we think? The first Mortal Kombat game. And not to be confused with dates, we've got some specs coming through. Derek, hi Derek, good to see you, mate, believes that the 5080 will be announced at CES. Thanks, Janet, for putting Opus Clip in chat. Hi, Philip. How you doing, man? Great to see you. So, Philip, hi. Yeah, please look at Opus Clip. It is absolutely astonishing. I don't know if it has a plugin for Riverside, which is the platform you use, does it? But I'm guessing, because the great thing about it is if you don't even have to download the content and then re-upload it to the AI system, it's so nice because you can just point it directly at the URL, which is nuts. So if you've got a version of your show on YouTube, you could do that. Hi, Mike. Mike Dinning, the comments are on all platforms, but at the moment, and especially tonight, because it's been such a confusing one with lots of technical issues before I went live, I've not been able to grab your chat from YouTube and place it on the auto queue. And obviously, the auto queue is a bit easier because I can engage with you and look down the lens. Whereas here is where you are, along with X. And here is where Twitch is. And then Instagram is a Control-Alt. So if you're on Instagram, hello, I can see you now. Lovely to see you. Frank Stay Lorraine, you lovely, lovely person. Great to see you again. Good sound. Thank you so much. The surfing's going well, Gary. Thank you. I've been out twice this week. Bloody freezing, but it was good. Got the number pad in the loft, says MJ Coop. I'm sorry that I hope I haven't missed you, MJ Coop. If you're still there, let me know. Because that's really interesting. I'd like to talk to you about that because I might need it as a prop for the movie. MJ Coop. Let me just take a picture of you in case you're not there anymore, because I've been a bit rude and I haven't been attending to. Hi, Mark Kalanaski. Are you any relative of Piotr? If you are, let me know. Zilfa is there. So many of you on Instagram, but Instagram people generally pop in and then leave. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens. It's really strange. Henry Hunt photo. Adam Sutton, lovely to see you. Hi, Psychic. I've seen you've answered the question. Okay, we've done number 1. Let's move on to question number 2 then. Okay, here we go. In the original Mortal Kombat, which of these is true of the digitized actor process? Sonya Blade and Kano are the same actor. Goro is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are the same actor. Or Shao Kahn is Richard Dreyfuss, played by Richard Dreyfuss. Which of those is true? These are not easy questions. Remember, don't embellish, don't use Google, don't use ChatGPT, just use the old wet grey matter. Because if you embellish and get excited about the fact that you know the answer, obviously it ruins it for everyone else. Because some people, if they don't know, they want an opportunity to do an educated guess. Thanks for your patience at the beginning tonight. It's a difficult thing because as a performance, obviously, if everything's working fine, that's why I designed that opening sequence that runs for 5 minutes at 5 to 9, so I can come in with a big wham at 9. It does throw me a bit, and I was a bit thrown, so forgive me. But it's great, love it. So look forward to this, guys. James Cooper! Yo! Oh, happy birthday to one of your youngsters, James Cooper. Great to see you, man. So this week, James Cooper, I'll be talking to you if I can get hold of you. I've told the director yesterday, I mentioned you. We were talking about, I mean, obviously this isn't, a deal breaker. It's not important if this isn't something you can help with. But we were talking about costume and makeup for the movie, which, wouldn't you believe, I hadn't kind of thought about. But the director was saying, no, it's very important, if only for the continuity, because we're shooting in such a disjointed way. And I thought, well, that is a great opportunity for someone from Lincoln University to really make a mark on the project. We'll let them have a lot of creative input. Might be someone on your production course, but equally it could be a fashion student, couldn't it? Or someone in one of the other departments. Just a thought, my friend. But there's lots of other important stuff to talk about. Okay, question number 2 is done. We're going to move on to question number 3. Which of these horror movie characters from the 80s debuted in 2015's Mortal Kombat X? So it's still a retro question, but it pertains to a 2015 version of that classic game. Which of these 80s horror movie characters debuted in Mortal Kombat X? Jason Voorhees, and I'm embarrassed, let me know in chat with phonetics, I don't know how to say it. Michael Myers, Chucky or Pinhead? Which of those? Jason, Michael, Chucky or Pinhead? Yo, MJ Coop. Hey, how you doing? Devi4NT84. Is that right? Good to see you. Did you get my reference? Because I think I mentioned, I don't know if you saw it on Insta. I'd be very interested to talk to you about the number pad thing. It'd be a really cool thing to possibly use in the movie, which I'm making and filming in April, which is about a bunch of retro gamers hacking in AI. You can see why it might be relevant. So if that is you and you would be interested in helping out by providing the hardware, then if you could contact me maybe on X, that would be good. Or if you are an X hater, which is a sort of growing band of people, then you could try me on Instagram. The only reason I say is Insta, I sometimes find that people contact me on Insta and I don't get notified, and it sort of sits there unnoticed, and it's kind of like, and then I have to make you a primary follower or something. It's very confusing, whereas the X platform, it's very good because I use it most days. Okay, how do I say Voorhees? Does anyone know? James Cooper, awesome. Would love to chat and help. There's been some changes here, but lots of options and connections. Cool, thank you. Good. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm just going to double check that I've got your... I know I've got your number, but I want to make sure that I've got it in the right name. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I'll give you a shout this week. China Devil, we should talk as well. China Devil, guys, is doing some incredible work. The reason I've not been jumping straight on China Devil games is big about the movie. I'll just say so that everyone can join in this conversation. It makes sense. China Devil Games is doing some incredible creative work, coding anything that needs coding for the movie, and it's just mind-blowing what he's doing. And so the conversation yesterday with the director has led to the final. I mean, there'll never be a final script until we're shooting, and even when we shoot, we'll still be changing dialogue. But let's say a final shooting script, yeah, subject to kind of the first yelling of the phrase action. That version is going to be done in the next 18 days, 14 to 18 days, based on conversation with the director. She's just trying to pull down the locations. We've got too many locations, and so she's trying to just consolidate that, Ken. Right, what else have we got? I'm Jam7 on Insta. I messaged you about your movie. Have a butcher's. Will do. Thank you, Jam7. Jam sandwich. I like it. X is the close button. What's that? I don't know what that means. It's Voorhees. Jason Voorhees. Is that right? Cool. All right. So let me just do this, because if I don't do it now, folks, tell you what, I'm gonna ask you the next question, and then I'm going to look up my main man's name, Jam. Question number 4. In Golden Axe, I love this question. Lots of fun creating this afternoon. In Golden Axe 1989, in the arcade game, it's important, what happens after the final boss and the credits begin to roll? Characters burst out of the arcade machine. Characters dance with the credits. Characters have a banquet, or characters ride dragons. One of those actually happens. Which one? Go to messages. Let's have a look for you. Look, you've got general. You've got, so confusing. Jam, that's not James, is it? Are you called James? Because I can't find the Jam one. I can't find your message, dude. So send it. Contact me on X and also on Insta. If you could do it this evening, that'd be great, or tomorrow morning. Hope that's okay. I'm just trying to be as easy to contact as I can. I can't think of another way to do it. All right. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Okay, that was question number 4. And question number 5. Got a safe image here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah. This is an AI rendering of Aussie Olympic breakdancer Raygun. Which 80s prompt word did I use to get that output? Isn't that a great question? Windrunner, Mags, Cortez, or Bucket? You'll be looking at that and thinking, what's he on about? James Cooper, you're very kind. Am I getting in trouble for chatting when we should be doing the quiz? Some proper 80s people in chat based on the answers you're giving. Yeah, can't see it, Jam. Can't see it. I'm just going to take a picture so I can have a better look later on, so I can do you justice. Can't see it. Can't find your name there. Oh man, I've just got too many comments, so I can't see it. Just send me another message, dude, like I said. All right, cool. Question number 6. Okay. This is the safe image. Question number 6. One of my faves on the Mega Drive. Can you name it? Is it the cartridge for Another World? Is it for NBA Jam, X-Men, or Flashback? Great, good stuff. All right, question number 6 is done. We now go to question number 7. This is a goodie. This is a great one. Which record cover artwork from the 80s hid a secret code? Blue Monday by New Order, The Riddle by Nick Kershaw, Einstein A Go-Go by Landscape, or Master and Servant Depeche Mode? Oh, one of my favourite tunes. What I like doing on a Sunday afternoon as I prepare the questions is getting off on little YouTube dives so I can have the music playing in my ear while I'm writing the questions. And every one of those songs I played, I haven't listened to Einstein A Go-Go by Landscape in years, or The Riddle. I went to the Edinburgh Festival and I did a one-man show called Breakdance Therapy, which ended, no joke, with me spinning Gail Porter on my head. That is real. That's how the show ended. And in order to publicise the show, I buried a BMX bike somewhere in Edinburgh, a brand new BMX bike, and then I used Nick Kershaw's The Riddle as the riddle to find the bicycle, and I got in the newspapers and everything, and someone won it, and it was I seem to remember the line was an old man of Arran. I'm sure that's what the line was, old man of Arran. I'm going to write that. I'm going to write Nick Kershaw. Goes around and around, wasn't it? Do you remember? Oh, this tune, man. Love it. Let's have a look. Yeah, where an old man of Arran goes around and around. Near a tree by a river, there's a hole in the ground where an old man of Arran goes around and around. By the way, take nothing of the answer to this question from the fact that I've talked about The Riddle or Einstein A Go-Go or even Master and Servant, which I also played. Absolutely amazing. All epic songs, but only one of them has an actual secret code hidden in its artwork. Right. But yes, so yeah, and I think there's a statue in a park and it has a relationship to an old man of Arran, and that's where the BMX was. But actually I hadn't actually buried it. I just kept it in the flat anyway. But when they went there and found it, I uncovered the bike. Right. Question number 8. Yeah, okay, here we go. In Predator, which actor, this is brilliant, was originally hired to portray the Predator before quitting? Was it Dolph Lundgren, Carl Weathers, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Jesse Ventura? Come on! Oh, love it. I'm sorry, I'm going to annoy everyone. It's going to pause for 2 seconds. I want to find that tune. I want to find it, folks. I know we're having fun. Look, I know, all right? But I want to just find the goddamn tune. What was it called? Love Me or Let Me Go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. We just want to play my version of it. So you just heard the actual version. And here's the pretend version that I made. Does that work? No. Damn. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that's not right, is it? Why are the synths not working? None of my synths are working. All my plugins have gone. What the hell? Oh well. All that is the MP3 with me putting some drums over it. All my blooming soft synthesizers have gone. I've had some major issue. Do you know that? I reckon it's almost like I've been hacked. There's something wrong with this computer, and all I've done is come in and turned it on. All right, I used it once between last week's show and this show, and this is what's happened. I'm really confused because the fact that those synths that sit in a folder on the hard drive are not there, that says something. I don't know. If there's any PC doctors in the house, let me know what you think, because I reckon that's a bit fishy myself. It's a little bit fishy. Where are we? Right. Good. Right, we're on question number 8 now, I believe. Let's do it. Oh, question number 9, actually, isn't it? Yeah. Here we go. Question number 9 in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Name the song. Is that a lyric from Forever Young by Alphaville, Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, or Fast Car by Tracy Chapman? No, I've not been downloading stuff off LimeWire. That is funny, man. That's funny, Bruce. I have not thought about LimeWire in 20 years. That was mad, wasn't it? That was mad. Absolutely mad. And all they needed to do at that sort of turn of the century, turn of the decade, was to enable you to download movies and music at a reasonable price. That's all that was. That whole slew of everyone nicking movies and downloading them, you know, it was all because a service wasn't offered. As soon as they offered a decent service via iTunes or now Netflix and so on and so forth, everyone got on board. There we go. There's question number 9. Moving on really quickly. How could we miss someone as dumb as this? How could we miss someone as dumb as this? That is a lyric from Do You Really Want to Hurt Me by Culture Club, which I had to make really small to fit in. Whip It by Devo. Jeez. Love Cats. Or something else. Over to you. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Question number 1. We're going back to the beginning. As everyone in chat is laughing at me, deservedly so. Okay. The first Mortal Kombat game was released in what year? 1990, 1992, 1993. Come on then, let's see how clever you are. 1990, 1992, 1993, or 1989. What was the answer? The answer was 1992. Give me a 1 out of 1 if you got it right, or a 0 out of 1 if you got it wrong. We know that no one should get 0 in tonight's competition. So middle-aged gamer guy, you've got some work to do, bro. Prof, John Boy. So that's interesting. 92, iCrowd got it right. 92 has eluded many people. Moving straight on, because I know that we're running out of time. Question number 2. In the original Mortal Kombat, which of these is true of the digitized actor process? The answer is Sub-Zero and Scorpion are played by the same actor. The ultimate boss, Shao Kahn, is not played by Richard Dreyfuss, but I thought the specific nature of that might distract some of you. 2 out of 2 for Ponder. Well done. Good start. And Duncan. Derek gets 1 out of 2. Rob H. Question 10 didn't go anywhere. I just had to take it off the screen for reasons that will remain anonymous. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you what question 10 was in case you want to know. Just give me a sec. I've got to bring it up. I just panicked and got rid of it. Question number 10 was, how could we miss someone as dumb as this? Is that the lyric to Do You Really Want to Hurt Me by Culture Club, Whip It by Devo, Love Cats by The Cure, or Man Eater by Hall and Oates? Alright. I'll say that one more time and then I'll move on because I don't want you to feel upset with me. How could we miss someone as dumb as this? Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? Culture Club, Whip It, Devo, Love Cats, The Cure, or Man Eater, Hall and Oates? We're now back to actual answers. Question number 3. Which 80s horror character appeared in Mortal Kombat X? And the answer is Jason Voorhees, which is probably mispronounced, but it's Jason. Not Michael, Chucky, or Pinhead, but Michael did appear in a different version of Mortal Kombat, but was not debuted in 2015. So what have you got out of 3? 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 for iQuail. Well done, iQuail. Epic work. 2 out of 3 for the Devil Games. Tiny Devil Games. Duncan, 2 out of 3. Philip Hoy, 2 out of 3. Well done, Philip. Doing really, really well. Rob H. Rob H has gone for Culture Club for question number 10. Magic Knight, 2 out of 3. Prof, 2 out of 3. Middle-aged Gamer, 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 for Ponder. Well done. Well done. Eds, 2 out of 3. Good to see you, Eds. Nice to have you on board. Right. There we go. Question number 4. In Golden Axe, the arcade machine, what happens when they defeat the final boss and the credits roll? The characters burst out of the arcade machine. It's brilliant. And when I read this, I thought, how can they? Well, that's not possible. So then I watched the final credits of the arcade machine, and what happens is the game world vanishes and is replaced by a modern arcade with an arcade machine in the middle. It's called something else, Golden Something. It's really weird. And then they all jump out of it, and there's some kids in there, and all the characters jump out of the machine one by one, and they start running around. It's epically cool. But if you got that right, I know some of you did because I saw, but lots of you went for the dancing with the credits, and some of you went for riding with dragons. That's not a description of what happens. The faithful description is they burst out of the arcade machine. China Devil 2, John Boy, damn it on 1, 2 out of 4 for Addicted. Philip Hoy, 2 out of 4. Oh, thanks, Mike. It's nice of you to be so positive. iQual, 4 out of 4. Very good. 2 out of 4 for Prof. Cornwall, 0 out of 4. Okay, I'm going to move on. Right, we had a safe image, which was this. And my question was about what prompt I used in an AI question that elicited this image, all right? And the options were, just bear with me, I'm getting rather confused. Windrunner, Mags, Cortez, or Bucket. Bucket, by the way, was meant to throw you off, but it actually is. It's how you describe the classic Kangol hat. That's why it's an 80s fashion phrase. But it's not the answer. The answer is Windrunner, and because what the AI created, as you can see, is a Nike Windrunner, but with its own weird AI thing, and for some reason exposed midriff. No idea why. I actually asked it to get rid of the exposed midriff, and it wouldn't do it, which is really weird. This is for the video that I told you about that I've put on TikTok. So have a look at that. I think it's Jason Bradbury Official on TikTok. If you'll forgive me a quick plug. Right, there we go. Right, there was the safe image. There was the question. What game is that an image of? And the answer is, of course, it's Flashback, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flashback. One of my favourite games, which is why it often crops up in the questions. 4 out of 6. Middle-aged gamer guy Ponder gets 4 as well. 2 for Cornwall. 3 for Philip Hoy. 3 for Duncan. Magic gets 4. Addicted and Derek both on 3. 5 for iQuail. Drop the ball there, iQuail. Stellar performance so far there, my friend. Good stuff. Devil, I've lost track, but I got that one. Just give yourself a point then. Question number 7 coming up. Right. Which record cover artwork from the 80s hid a secret code? Blue Monday, The Riddle, Einstein A Go-Go, or Master and Servant. I tried to choose, songs that might give rise to a riddle or a mystery or a code that you can work out. It is, of course, Blue Monday. The colours down the right-hand side are what are those? They're a transposition code. It's where you transpose one thing for another. So in this sense, it's a colour for a letter of the alphabet. And I watched a fascinating documentary, which I would really recommend on YouTube. I reckon if you search for it, if you put in the code behind Blue Monday 12-inch, you'll find it. And it's this guy talking about how he bought the record back in the day, and by the time he got off the bus going home with the record, he'd cracked the code. So this is someone who probably wouldn't have even known it was a code. And they looked at it and thought, I wonder if that's a code, and they applied their brain to it. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Maybe another time we'll talk about what the code is, but there isn't really time right now. But that's absolutely fascinating. But if you got it right, well done. Rob H on not doing great this week, Rob, but There's still a few questions to go. I Quail. Ed's on 3 out of 7. Very good. 4 for Magic Night. 3 for Addicted. 4 for Tiny Devil Games. 3 for Derek. Duncan on 3. 3 and 3 for Philip and John Boy. 5 for Bruce. I Quail on 5. Interesting at the top. Ponder 2 Middle-Aged Gamer Guy just below on 4. 2 for Cornwall. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, question number 8. Here we go. In Predator, which actor was originally hired to play the role of Predator? They were told, apparently, that it was going to be like they were playing the baddie in an action movie. Which is true. It's just, it was a baddie in a costume. And I'm guessing that Jean-Claude Van Damme was looking for, you know, more prestigious roles at that point in his career. Let's say 1987. I thought Jean-Claude Van Damme would have been quite big by then already, but obviously not. I know he was in Breakdance the movie. We've had that as a question before. Anyway, that's the answer. 4 out of 8 for Addicted. 4 for Philip Hoy and Derek and Duncan. 5 for the Tiny Devil Games. We're talking about out of 8 at the moment. 2 for Cornwall. 6 for John. 6 for Ponder. Magic Night. 5. Laugh for Rob H. Really hard quiz this week, Addicted to Retro. It is. Because wasn't it last week where we got about 5 winners? He's still in some shots in the film as Arnie's body double. For real, Bruce? For real? Are you joking, or was that real? Yeah, tough, Derek. Tough stuff. Right, question number 9. Yes, we don't have the power, but we never say never. Name the song. It is, of course, Forever Young by the brilliant Alphaville. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst. Are they gonna drop a bomb on us? Or something like that. Anyway, well done if you got that right. Out of 9, 7 for Ponder. Doing well, Ponder. Up there with Bruce and I Quail, and that's the top at the moment. They are at the top. They're at the top now, and I'm gonna jump to the winners' scores right now because otherwise I'm going to lose track. So we're going to move straight on. That was question number 9 to the final question, which you'll find very politely I included the answer on screen. That's why it flashed up and I turned it off, and I'm sure some of you know that. Bear with me. And there it is. How could we miss someone as dumb as this? Which is such a familiar phrase from the song. This is how I tell myself when I'm loading up the questions each week, to remind myself, because I might have done them a day before, just to remind myself of the answer so that I can just fluidly do it when I'm doing it. And then I delete the A for answer. I just forgot to do it this week. Do you really want to hurt me? Whip it, Devo, Maneater. No, it's Love Cats. But it was rather lovely. I forget who it was. They came late or they didn't see it flash up, and then they went for, I think you went for Do You Really Want to Hurt Me Culture Club. Even though the answer was on screen, which is brilliant stuff. Well done, everybody. Great work. So we now come to the final reckoning at just after 10 o'clock. Thanks for bearing with me. It was rather distracting earlier. I've really enjoyed it tonight. It's been a really relaxed show. Love the vibe. Great stuff. For those of you who are going to contact me, do so on X or Instagram, and I'll look out for it tonight and tomorrow morning. You can always send a few messages if you want to get my attention. Would love any help you can offer for the movie. J.M. Cooper, if you're still in chat, I'll give you a shout. And also Tiny Devil Games, Ken, you too. Loads of love to everyone else. I know many of you are my friends, so let's keep in touch. But right now we've got some winners to select. Goodbye, John Boy. Well done, sir. And Ed's got 3. Well done, Ed's. Epic work, my friend. iQuell saying that their 3-year-old loves Love Cats. Right, I'm gonna have to zoom back. 7 for Tiny Devil. And 7 for Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Well done, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Good effort this week. Tiny Devil got 7 as well, I think. Saying that they've got one of the best scores ever. But I think we've got a single winner this week, which is great because I did try objectively to make the questions harder, which some of you observed. So I'm pleased. I can't promise it every week. When I've got time, I like to really give it some thought and get that sort of difficulty level just right. And I think it worked because we only have one winner, and that winner big up in chat. W's in chat is iQuail. Well done, sir. Well done, iQuail. Great work, my friend. You smashed it. Well done. Thank you, Craig UK. Thank you to everyone for bearing with me this week. I've really enjoyed it. Have a great week. I'll try and do some more tweets this week. I've got back on social like I said I would. Yeah, do check out that really cool AI video editing thing. And Phil Hoy, let me know what you think of it. Forget what it's called, but we said it up there. Anyway, have a great week. I'll see you same time, same place for more Way of the Exploding Show next Sunday.